We are here to talk about the new single, What Do You Say? Can you talk to me just about the meaning of the song?
Yeah, I guess it's like a conversation with yourself, really, your inner self, just about sort of the early stages of a relationship. Yeah, we were working on it for a while, really. We sort of wrote it on acoustic guitar and then had various different versions, and eventually we sort of stuck with it, I think, with this one.
Yeah. So it's quite different to the original, but it's good to finally get it out there.
Yeah, what differences were there in the original recordings of it compared to what's finally come out from it?
The original was way slower, like 10 BPM slower, so it was a bit more of a groover. But so we gave it a bit of energy and messed around with the arrangement and stuff. It's probably like the longest song we've had that we've just released, just because I don't know, the chords always worked well. It felt like we had to make something out of it. So the older version was good, but it kind of we lost the energy a little bit. So we just brought it up to the other songs.
Yeah.
Whenabouts did you guys actually write the song?
Maybe 2 years ago now.
Yeah, probably 2 years.
Probably 2 years ago. Yeah.
Guitar and vocals, and then.
So it's old, quite old.
Yeah, it's an old one.
Yeah, were the kind of other songs you released this year that old, or is?
Nah, just this one.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Like lately, I don't know. We wrote in November, December last year.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, that's kind of like a recent write and release for us. Like we usually have songs and we test them out live for a while before we actually get them down. But this year we've been just pushing harder and writing more and not sitting on them for too long, just getting them out.
Yeah, I think the beauty is like writing them and then being able to perform them live and then refine and then go into the studio and record them and produce them and then sit with them for a while and listen and take them for a drive, take them for a walk, you know.
Yeah, and obviously this would be really difficult for you guys to play live just because of what's happening in the world.
Yeah, we had a show on the Friday. We had a good practice on the Tuesday, and then we're feeling really good. And then we went home, and then we heard from the government level 3, so we couldn't do that show. So we've postponed it till the 2nd of October.
Yeah, so fingers crossed.
Yeah.
That we can play.
Yeah, well, you guys you were playing Galatos in the new shows at Whammy, right?
Yeah.
You guys have played Whammy quite a bit as well. Is that almost like a second home?
Yeah.
Yeah, we love Whammy.
We like it down there, you know. It's got good sound system and it kind of suits our vibe, you know. It's nice and dark and we can we can get into it, I think.
Yeah. Just it's like a strange little zone with a low roof and concrete pillars, and we love it.
Yeah, well, you guys also got some good practice for the show with your Instagram thing, right? You guys played a few songs on Instagram. Yeah,
we did our first sort of live performance on Friday. Yeah, we didn't really think about it too much. We just went live and then tried to wing it and played a few songs. It's fun though. It's so easy, just push live and then you're live.
Yeah, was there anything that went wrong or any notes to take away from it?
Not really.
Not really. We probably could have prepared a few more tracks, but that's just is what it is. It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, probably next time we'll prepare some questions because we'll ask people some questions to and they could win a free T-shirt and we kind of that was good though. Good improvising most things because it's live. Doesn't have to be too planned.
Yeah, you guys gonna do another one of that, or is it more of a one-off kind of thing? Yeah,
I think we'll do more live things.
I think we'll do one for our show, which would be cool. I think it's good. I think with this whole pandemic, people are interacting that way with musicians and artists, and the whole sort of live thing is, and even like what we're doing now, this is like live. recording, you know. It's,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, it's digital sort of takeover, and having people that can interact and ask questions in that live as well. It's cool, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to see just how everyone in the world is having to make do digitally. Like, I couldn't imagine how screwed everything would be if it was 100 years ago without like the internet and Zoom and Instagram Live and all that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah, and it's just kind of, it shifted the whole world more digitally as well, more into that realm. It's like sped that I don't know, like live streaming.
Yeah.
Zoom, I didn't even know this existed before the pandemic.
Yeah. Going back to your single and lockdown and stuff, you actually did the video for it during the last lockdown, right?
Yeah. We did it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Just in a
Oh,
day.
2 weeks ago.
We kind of walked around with a camera and shot some stuff, and then we're trying to figure out what would work for the song, because we're not really like directors or anything.
Yeah.
And then we just had an idea of how it would work, how it would look. Just Maurice chasing the camera and I'm running away from him, and then trying to do it in a single shot. And yeah, it was just fun. It's a fun way to shoot a video.
Yeah, so it was all self-directed and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Initially, like we'd sort of planned a video with the director, but because of the lockdown, it didn't work out, and we're running out of time. So we just did what we focused on what you can control. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, we could do this ourselves, and we did, and yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Did you guys do all the editing as well, or was that you able to send that off to someone, or?
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, we did all that.
All in-house.
In the house.
Nice.
In-house production.
So where did the idea for all the whole kind of purple aesthetic come along?
It was because of this filter that we're using because we shot the whole thing on Maurice's phone with a little fisheye like clip-on filter.
Yeah.
And then there was like this cool other filter that made everything green look purple. And so yeah, we just thought that looked cool, and then yeah, we kind of ran with that, and then we took photos, and then we're like, it was just looking cool, so we just kept everything purple.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of just stood out. There's a lot of green around here, so the purple really stood out. And we'd taken some photos before with like a what was it, like the purple film. We had a shoot with one of our friends, and she had this really cool film that we'd taken that, and we liked that concept too. So yeah, and just using what you have, you know.
Yeah, 100%. And it's cool to see that you're still like using the fisheye as like all the promos as well to keep all the kind of aesthetic, and
yeah,
it's almost a shame the filter's not there as well, so the plant will be all
yeah. We've got some green.
We'll sort it in post, don't we?
Yeah, do it in post.
So one of your other singles, Lately I Don't Know, was remixed by Gum and Cannoli. Can you tell me about finding out about that and your reaction and stuff like that?
Yeah, we couldn't really believe it. We were just stoked that because they're like our teenage heroes, the whole Tame Impala Pond crew, and then just getting that song to them, and then they wanting to remix it. We're like, yeah, we're pretty excited. Just, and they did such a good job on it. Completely changed it.
Yeah, completely changed it, which was cool. And yeah, we were both really happy. We were stoked that it came through, and yeah.
Did you guys get to hear it before it was released, or did it kind of just get released and you were like, oh my god, this is happening?
No, we heard it like a week before it was released.
Yeah.
So we gave it a big blast in the speakers, and yeah. It's so cool just to give all the stems to someone, and then they do something completely different that we would never think about. It's just, it's exciting. It's definitely not like, we don't feel like they're taking away from it or anything. Especially because the ones we have had, they reinterpret it so differently. Yeah,
and they're different sort of genres, you know. Like one was like a house genre, I suppose, sort of house. That was the Otter-san, and then Gum and Cannoli is like, completely different as well. You know, that's more sort of like European, sort of like quite sort of psychedelic almost, you know. Yeah, I think it's cool not being too attached to the song too. So yeah, music is so strange at the moment, you know, with all these different, you know, so much music is coming out. So it's like having someone to remake your song and interpret it how they want is cool, because it's like, okay, it can take the song to another place, or, you know, reach other audiences as well. So yeah.
Do you have any one that you'd love to remix your new song? What do you say?
We're thinking like some sort of disco sort of style, sort of genre for that one, because it's got really nice sort of pop chords. The melody's really, really nice, really sweet. Yeah, just listening to the stems on their own. Yeah, I think something sort of disco-y would be cool. So we're talking with a few people at the moment, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. What about you, Jamie? What are you kind of genre-wise? What would you like as a remix?
Just something like completely different would be cool. Like
Dubstep.
Yeah, dubstep. You're like just like some dirty ass housey stuff. We really want this dude called Golden Features from Australia to remix one of our songs eventually, but hopefully we get there one day.
What other plans do you guys have in the future in terms of your music? Like, do you guys have an EP coming out? I know you've released a bunch of singles this year.
Yeah, EP at the end of this year, late November.
Late November?
It'll be about 7 songs, and yeah, so we're going hard at that at the moment. So there's a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Get all the recordings in and everything. But yeah, the beauty of the EP is it's not as much pressure as the singles to have, like, you know, to have a big catchy release. It's just, we can just like kind of relax on it a bit and then find the groove in the songs and bring it out a bit more.
Yeah. And what can people kind of expect in terms of the sound?
I think a bit more laid back, a bit less full on than the other singles.
Yeah.
And because we're always writing all these random little songs that we never release, just because like everything's all, you got to plan everything. So it's just be cool to chuck a few little random snippets of songs on there.
Mm. Well, you say it might not be released, but it could just be a 2-year project, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I think we're happy with like the track listing. There's songs that have been with us for not so long, and songs that have been with us for a while. So, and we're still happy with them, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
there's a nice interlude. There's another nice sort of outro as well. Yeah, it's exciting to. I think by December we would have released, sort of written, recorded, produced, and released more music than we ever have. So it'd be nice to like relax.
Yeah.
Come Christmas time, be like, you know, cheers, we had a good year, you know.
Yeah, you guys have had a crazy year, from like playing R&V last year to all your singles this year and the shows, and that's despite all the COVID blocking stuff out, you know. So you've definitely had a year to be proud of. Yeah,
we've been going extra hard this year, which is it's good.
Yeah, it's good to release a bunch of music, you know, that we've been writing. So it's always like releasing it's always the thing, you know. So yeah, it's been cool.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, thanks, lads, for spending some time again to have another yarn with me. Hopefully we'll get you back in the studio sooner rather than later.
Yeah, hopefully we're down to level 0 soon again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surely we'll be back there soon. Come on, New Zealand.
Come on, New Zealand.